And if we roll through this season, we're going to get to know our team a lot better. And, again, we didn't face as much adversity as maybe we'd have hoped for in the game as far as being in some situations where our backs were against the wall. But I'm very pleased with the attitude and the effort of our players. They've worked awful hard. They compete. That's a credit to Urban and his staff. I mean, these guys know how to practice. They know how to come and approach work every day, and they've had a great attitude in everything they've done. So I've been very pleased with that, and we've got to continue to improve and get better because we've got a long way to go. We've got a long season ahead of us. If you had a script of what you wanted to occur in the night, for the most part, we faced some adversity. I thought we did some very positive things in the game. Procedural issues offensively were at a minimum. We did have a couple issues we've got to get ironed out, but I thought we moved the ball well. I thought John played extremely well in the game. We got the ball to our playmakers, which Charlie does a phenomenal job of accentuating those guys defensively. I thought we played pretty clean in the game. We had a couple of issues I think we've got to tie up, and obviously in the kick game on our coverage units on the kickoff coverage was disappointing. We have covered very well all through training camp, and it was disappointing to see some of that tonight. Opening game to open the game with a return kickoff return, and then we got called for holding there. But if they call it, it's holding. And but really excited to see Jeff and Chris on the field. Those guys are. I've been watching Chris through spring and through training camp, and obviously Jeff just through training camp, and they are very special with the ball in their hands. Very pleased with how John directed our offense, and thought we played pretty clean defensively. Just cleaned some things up. They say your most improvements from your first to second game, and I'm looking forward to that because we certainly have some things we need to work on. Well, again, Florida Atlantic lost some really good talent off last year's football team. They had some new faces as well as us, but I really felt like we dominated on the line of scrimmage. We played well, cutting some receivers off down the field. We'll face better this year, but for a first ball game, from the most part, our communication and execution was decent. Some things we need to get cleaned up and move forward. We were able to play a lot of guys tonight, so that's always good. Well, I think we have other weapons beside that. I think they gave us a lot of opportunities to get those guys the ball and let those guys make some plays. Jordan Reed's outstanding. He's a really good football player. Quentin Dunbar made a couple nice catches for us. Deontay made a great catch over the middle. Frankie Hammond's been very consistent. Andre DeBoe's great catch on the corner. So, no, I think we've got other tools outside of that. I really do. Trey Burton got dinged up early, and we kind of held him more than anything. That was me, not him. So I think we've got a lot of weapons to use. I think Charlie does a great job of getting those guys in positions to be successful. And I really, in saying that, I think both of our staffs did a great job, and DJ Durkin does a great job. It's hard to say. Does a great job on special teams. You're looking at blocking a kick, opening the game with a kickoff return. I mean, the guy's got great energy and passion in his job, and he does a great job with our players.